Merry Christmas.
Der berühmte Harry Potter kann nicht mal ein Buch kaufen, ohne auf dem Titelblatt zu landen.
Lass ihn sofort in Ruhe.
Sieh mal an, Potter, du hast eine Freundin aufgerissen.
I had read 3 of the books before I had started the first film, but then I read the 4th after I'd done the first.
So were you a fan before you?
Definitely, I thought, I mean, they're just amazing books. Just to read them, you just feel already you're in the magic world.
That's true. What about you?
I'd kind of been putting off reading them until, you know, for a holiday or sometime. And then I was told about the audition that I would have to go a couple of days later, so I read the first 2 before it, and then got kind of involved and read the rest as quickly as possible. And it was, yeah. So I'd read them eventually, but I hadn't really. People had kept recommending them to me, and I hadn't read them.
I did have a much bigger role in the second film. I mean, I had met a few people from the first one, but I think the second one was a big step on from my character.
I found that they were fine. Everyone was very welcoming and friendly, and made you feel kind of right at home. Chris Columbus is one of the nicest people I've ever worked with, so he kind of just makes you feel really excited and involved straight away.
Na, Draco, bitte sei artig. Mr. Potter. Lucius Malfoy. Dass wir uns endlich kennenlernen.
In the Great Hall scenes, there's just so many kids, so it's quite manic, and everyone's like running in. And some of the scenes in the second one when they're all cheering, it's just you got red hands at the end from everyone just clapping there. So I mean, sometimes it feels like a party, but sometimes the smaller scenes are much more serious.
I didn't really get to work with many of the kids, because apart from Dan, but then Chris Columbus isn't there. There's kind of 50 or 60 adults standing behind the cameras, you know, doing all the stuff that gets done, like sound and lighting. And I think unless you're in the Great Hall scenes, you don't really get that kind of. It looks like that on the screen, but it wasn't for me anyway. Four Feathers was my first, so I'm just like practically an extra in it. I'm just a drummer boy who cries and gets killed, and that was all on location out in the desert, so it couldn't have been more different. This is all in studio and sort of, and also I was, you know, this is a much more kind of involved role, so they're pretty different.
Deine Narbe ist legendär, so wie der Zauberer, dem du sie verdankst.
They use a kind of mix of lots of different effects.
They did have one animatronic model which was really good, but some of it was, of course.
Was it like really big? Was it something that you got scared of?
Yeah, when I first saw it. It's no, the way they do it's incredible, and I think it looks great, that sequence.
And working together, both of you, are you friends now? I mean,
no, we don't speak.
I know, I don't mean
That's why I'm sitting like this in my chair. We refuse to talk to each other.
But is this the first time you've seen each other after the ending of the film?
Yeah.
I saw you at the premiere.
Yeah, at the premiere, but then from the filming from the premiere, that was the second time.
How's it experiencing the premiere of this film?
So much fun. I've never been to a premiere before, and it was the best fun I've ever had. It was really kind of warm, enjoyable occasion.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened? What kind of stuff happened?
Well, there was, of course, the first thing was we came and watched the film, and then.
But you skipped getting out the car and people screaming, and it was amazing. No, sorry. Anyway.
And then we just had drinks, and then we had a big meal at the Savoy, which was really nice, and then there was like a disco just afterwards, which was really funny.
Oh, you got to go to the disco too?
Yeah, that was.
How long did you stay out?
I really can't remember.
I kept my mum out till about 2 in the morning, because I went with my family, and it was good. It was great fun.